There has been no blood, there have been no tears, but we have witnessed plenty of confused expressions. And now, our footballers' epic journey with philosophy is coming to an end. How will they survive? This is the final part of Football versus Philosophy. Hello and welcome to Football versus Philosophy, the show that pits 5 footballers against some of the greatest minds of all time. Each footballer has to answer 5 football-themed philosophical questions, but there's a catch. They only have 1 minute to answer each one. Their answers will be marked by philosophy expert Gary Farnell, who will give them 0 points, 1 point or 3 points for each one, forming the Football vs Philosophy League table. So let's take a look at who's taken part.
I don't know why they don't just make the penalty spot the size of the whole pitch.
Yeah, but Plato would argue about anything.
Nobody touches him, he goes down. He even fell in his bath the other day as well, and he, got booked for diving.
Can we do that again? It's gone.
Quite confused. Not my normal question that I'd normally receive.
Who will be more Daffy than Nietzsche, more Joey Essex than Plato? It's time to find out in Football versus Philosophy. With victory in the bag for Letizia, our other players are fighting to miss out on the wooden spoon. Things aren't looking good for Francis Benali, but a strong performance and others dropping points could see him finish in 2nd place. This is part 5 of Football versus Philosophy. Numerous philosophers question that if a tree falls down in the forest and nobody is there to observe it, does it still make a sound? Wait, did you hear that? Did you see anything? No? Me neither. But it's just possible that Ashley Young just went down to the penalty area looking for yet another penalty. So I ask our footballers, could it still be a penalty kick if Ashley Young is neither seen nor heard? For the final time, here's what Gary Farnell expects from the players.
I think our respondents will find this a more enjoyable and easier question to tackle. They will most likely answer in reference to Young rather than to Kant.
Well, if Ashley Young went down in the penalty area, as long as the referee saw it, and let's be honest, sometimes if he doesn't see it and it's at Old Trafford, then there's a fair chance he's going to get it anyway, because that's what referees do at Old Trafford. But if nobody sees it, how can it possibly be a penalty? It seems an impossible question to me, but one that referees seem to manage to find an answer to down the years many times in favour of the team that's normally playing at home.
This was Letizia back on form. I think none of the others are going to catch him now. It's too late in the game. 3 points to Letizia.
Not if he falls down on his own. I mean, I've been guilty of falling down with no one around me and getting a penalty. So, I mean, that theory, I think it's down to the referee and his own individual interpretation. Again, it's no one else matters other than the person who breathes into a bit of plastic that makes everyone aware that the penalty's been given.
But if he doesn't see it and a challenge is bad enough or he dives, could it still, theoretically?
Theoretically he could, because he's got people to help him, i.e. the assistant referees. So he has help, he has 3 pairs of eyes, so yeah, it'll be down to, he may not see it, but his helpers could see it and they could influence him.
And if nobody sees it?
Nobody sees it, there's no chance of it being a penalty.
He was arguing all the time in a coherent line of thought. He came to a very definite conclusion. He wasn't doing that thing of contradicting anything he said previously with his other answers, so it's hard to find fault with that general position, I think, and a clear 3 points.
Ashley Young just dives full stop. Nobody touches him, he goes down. He even fell in his bath the other day as well, and he, got booked for diving. But no, I think if Ashley Young is playing at Old Trafford, maybe the crowd would have seen him because they're mostly Man United support. Anywhere else, the referee didn't see it, Arsene Wenger didn't see it, I didn't see it, you didn't see it, but only Ashley Young knows if he was touched or not. But you shouldn't give him a penalty anyway, he plays for Man United.
Yes, he did seem to want to talk about that particular case rather than the larger philosophical problem. I rather think there wasn't enough in that answer to secure a point this time round.
I would say to that, the referee would struggle, but all the cameras that we have now would identify it, and they have identified it many a time with Ashley Young.
But nobody sees it. Nobody. Nothing.
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, he's very good at dives, isn't he? So that's what I would say.
No comment.
No comment, yeah.
A distinct lack of substance in that response, which means we can't really, in all conscience, give him any points for that answer.
No, never. It's never a penalty when he goes down in the box, is it? So, you know, even whether you see it or not, the chances are it's going to be a dive and he's cheating. And I think players like that should get sent off when they do actually do it. By all means, if it's genuine and we do see it and there's evidence to back that up, then fine. But otherwise, no, it's not a pen, and but we would see it.
Again, it was another distinctly cagey answer from Benali. He was enjoying answering your question, having a little chuckle as he was doing so. I'd be happy to give him a point on the basis of that particular performance in that particular question.
So there we have it, the final league table. We've known for a while that Matt Le Tissier had it in the bag, but Gordon Watson has pipped Nigel Spackman and Neil Madison to second place, with poor old Francis Benali finishing with the wooden spoon. Thank you for watching Football vs Philosophy. Goodbye.